Well, I told you that I was going to talk about bullyism. Well, I've made 4 videos since, and one of them was too long. The other one didn't have any comprehension on what I was talking about. and and it looked like I was having a seizure afterwards. Maybe I did and I don't know it. I don't know. I'm still sitting in the same damn chair, getting very tired because I don't know what I'm doing, how to do it, to make a video and everything. Nobody's helping me. I asked some Facebook fans if they knew anything about what I was doing to put on, to try to cut up that video that I had made first into 3 videos instead of just the one, because it was too long and I was refused. But it didn't work out, so I'm making a new one. This one I hope will be okay. I want to tell you a poem, and it does have to do with abuse, and of a transgender child. And it's going to start, the name of it was Tears in My Smile, but it was changed. I changed it to Christening of a Baby Boy. And the reason I did that, you'll know as soon as you figure out what's going on in the story. Alright, this is it. Christening of a Baby Boy. And the minister said, what a beautiful baby girl. 4 years later, someone spit on them and called them a queer. They were upset about the spit, but what's a queer? And the minister said, what a beautiful baby girl. Their mother called to them, and they said, that's not my name, that's not my name. I'm going to get rid of that name someday. Persecution, humiliation, emotional abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse. Those things couldn't happen to them because they were a criminal, a queer. They hadn't had sex. Could they be queer? They couldn't tell anyone because worse than a queer was a snitch. Surrounded by young men, pushed, slapped, chased, with hot-ons raging. Who's the queer here? And the minister said, what a beautiful baby girl. Well, that's very moving. If it was on paper, it really gets to you. That poor little transgendered girl in a boy's body. Yes, Lady Gaga, Miss Lady Gaga. They are born that way. And you have opened doors for the transgender and the gay and lesbian people. You have done it. And all people, heterosexual alike, you have opened doors where they can protect each other. A lot of straight people have been harassed in school growing up too. But some have the attitude, oh, everybody gets picked on. Well, it's not that way. It's worse than that. At least it was in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to read that one more time. Persecution, humiliation, emotional abuse, physical abuse, and sexual abuse. All on our 8-year-old child. In your neighborhood? Maybe. by your neighbors' children. Yeah. The neighborhood children. The beginning of hell for somebody's life. Just because they are who they are. And they don't even know who they are yet. Everybody's telling them they're queer. Everybody's calling them a faggot. Everybody's calling them Mary. Someone wrote a book one time called Mary is a Boy's Name. I heard this. I'm not positive, so don't quote me. And it's true. They were called Mary if they were a little feminine growing up. But these guys, kids in the neighborhood, other kids in the neighborhood, dragged them into old dwellings and stood around them and tried to make them do things, sexual nature. Slapped them, punched them, kicked them, pulled them through glass, dragged them through glass. It's sad. It did happen, and it does happen every day. Someone of the transgender persuasion is beaten, killed, maimed, or called names, emotionally stressed so bad they can't even go to school. I walked to school when I was growing up. They don't do that anymore. They're still having trouble on the buses, the bullies. That gentleman that went to stick up for his daughter, I heard on TV. I won't get into details because no names, but he knows who he is. I want to commend him. I'm proud that he went and stuck up for his daughter. Yeah, straight kids are getting beat up too, but nothing like a transgender. No, nothing like a gay. The abuse on gays and lesbians and transgender is paramount. And Lady Gaga has opened the door. Gave me strength to come on YouTube and tell you. To come out of the closet and let people know it happened to me too. To avoid going to school, some people got sick. They made believe they had headaches and stomach aches and you name it. Well, I did all that. I went as far as banging my head on a brick wall. Banging my head on a brick wall. So I wouldn't have to go to school. And I don't know. It was a sad, sad time. But anyway, the whole classroom. I gotta watch my time. I don't have a lot of minutes, but YouTube won't accept it. I make more videos. They had that freestanding blackboards. A crowd would come around there and try to make the transgender child do things. And of course it was always the transgender person's fault. You know? That's what they always made it out like that. They all stuck together. Teachers knew it. Teachers saw it. They did nothing. They need to get up off their toes. They need to stop it in the bud. You parents have to take your kids that are bullies, and you know they're bullies. You need to take them to therapy. They need to go into counseling. They need to go to anger management. They have a problem. You need to find out what it is. You need to protect your neighbor's children from your child. That's right. Oh, maybe it isn't your child. Maybe your child's the one that's getting hurt. Well, you need to stand up too. You need to go down to that school. You need to go down there and you need to stand up and say, why is this happening to my child? You need to give that child enough courage to know that you love them enough that you'll listen to anything they have to say, no matter what it is. At one time, a girl couldn't go home and say she was pregnant. No, so they went to back alleys. They used coat hangers and other methods. Today, that's changed a little bit. I'm not an advocate of abortion. I believe in abstinence. I believe in protecting yourself. But I believe you have the right to choose whatever way you have to go. But you wouldn't have to choose, make a choice, if you were allowed to go to your parents, and your parents were kind and sweet and loving about it, took it into their heart, took you into their arms and said, it's okay, honey, it's gonna be okay. You need to fight and protect your children. You need to give them the right to come to you with anything at all at any hour. I don't care what time it is. Please. I don't have much time left. I'm going to have to let this go, and I'll get another video on. So thanks a lot. Have a good day, and I'll get you a new video soon. Now let's see if I can upload this the way I like. Bye-bye.